Shalom, everyone. If you're new to my station, I am the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose of Jericho, coming at you with some judgment news. To all of my sisters and my bro stars out there, allies and friends, I send you infinite love and light, and I receive yours, Abracadabra. Abracadabra. To all of my foes and enemies who I have offended, instead of you listening to the signs and wonders, like Nineveh, you rebel. You have resentment towards my message because I'm shooting from the hip. I'm telling you the truth. Yes, but you refuse to listen instead. How could she say it's only black people, quote unquote black people, that will be raptured? That's the word they used. The Most High said he was going to gather us from where he scattered us, the 12 tribes of Israel. So I have offended some people, y'all. So they hit me with some more copyright strikes. Do you really think I care? I don't. You know, every time you guys use energy like that against me, you know, it just makes my energy that much more powerful, letting me know that we are right on target here at STARSEED United. And I could care less about what you do with your little technology, because what I'm showing you right now is Atlantean Technology. Yep, okay, now STARSEED United, I dealt with them. I just thought I wanted to taunt our enemies, because they just keep on, hitting me with little copyright strikes. Now, y'all know that my channel already been shadow banned. Now, evidently, they know that they better not take down any of my videos, so they just do what they can. Just let me know that I irritated the hell out of you white people. Yep. So, anyway, going back to my STARSEED United, I have discovered several massive lands where Atlantean technology has appeared. This area was in Algeria. Now it's all cloaked over. It's just a few little spots that I can go to in Algeria where I can find this Atlantean technology. Yeah, it's all been cloaked over. Okay, so what I'm showing you is layer upon layer down in inner earth, where there are electrical pathways made of bendable glass, and there are electrical trailways as well. Okay, so we're looking down into earth. You see all those layers? What I am showing you is humanly impossible. Number one, I have found trillions and trillions, probably Googleplexes, of miles of fiber optics, layers and layers of it going down into earth. Okay, so you're now looking into inner earth, okay, because the Most High is giving us peeks in. Okay, so this is like super technology. You're going to see some areas where these layers look like they would be all tangled up. It's so organized. And also you are going to see entities underneath there. Okay. Now there is a glass barrier. It's still a barrier. You know how I took you guys over to Table Mountain and we would go inside of the mountain and we'd be looking out a glass panel? Well, that glass is a barrier that separates the dimensions, along with the Most High having supernatural, super duper natural security system. That's why no one knows what's inside of earth. The Most High is just giving us peeks into it. Okay, I told y'all we're going to inner earth. Okay, so I've studied this area. I went to this area so much. It's so interesting. It's so magical. Yeah. First of all, I know very little about the Atlanteans, except for they are, they're way advanced in technology. They're like the technological elite in the kingdom. And so I know that they originated in the Americas. And then there was a great war. And then they were told to go to the lands of Eden. And we know Eden is in the motherland. And so now I have evidence of their technology and them being over in the motherland. This area is in Algeria. This technology that we know very little about. Yeah, you know how I knew, how I got the explanation of what I have found over here. You guys excuse me, I get so excited sometimes. So I found all of this technology. I see entities all underneath the technology. I see that it's going down into inner earth. Yeah, but I didn't know what to call it. I heard of Atlantean technology. I knew they were advanced. So yeah, I knew that part of it. But I was like, what is this? What is all of these lines down here? And that's what I'm telling you, Mother, the Ruach HaKodesh, she directs me to different knowledge so I understand what I'm seeing. And so I believe my friend told me to look at Mr. Mythos. He had found a Mr. Mythos video because I had been showing him this stuff. And I looked at that Mr. Mythos video on Agartha. And in that video, he had did such good research on it. And because of his research and what he was explaining on that video was exactly what I had discovered, which is receipts of the Atlanteans and their technology that he spells out in that video. So I recommend that if you all are interested in Agartha and the Atlanteans, watch that video and then come back and watch this video, because everything he's talking about in that video I have discovered. Yeah. Him and Dolores Cannon. Dolores Cannon did not have receipts of what she was saying, but she was bold and brave enough to tell it. She had an esoteric gift. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I like this Atlantean technology and the trailways and the vehicles. This is where my understanding, at least I saw this, but I couldn't explain it. I could not explain it until Mother led me to these two people regarding the Atlantean technology. Okay, so I don't rely on 3D knowledge. Someone asked me about my research. Yeah, this is coming straight through from the 5D, this knowledge. Yeah, that has serviced the kingdom. So Mr. Mythos, he produced a video. He did excellent research on it. He went into some ancient knowledge and some hidden knowledge. Yeah, I'll say coming from the Tibetan monks, okay, because they have knowledge of some of these things in inner earth and what's going on. And you have to look at that video, because the explanation would be too long. Okay, so he came across this knowledge about the Atlanteans and Agartha, and that they had technology. They had electrical pathways made of bendable glass. Yeah. And so that's what you're looking at. Electrical pathways made of bendable glass. And then they have trailways that are all lit up too. They have vehicles on it. We're going to come across a couple of them. Yeah. And so when he said that, it was also said in that video, this was a prophecy, that at the time of the Great Reset, this technology would start appearing upon the earth. And I found it. We're at the time of the Great Reset. Dolores Cannon talks about inner earth trailways, and they have the ability to go 3,000 miles per hour. Yeah. And so some of these vehicles, the little tic tacs that you guys are starting to see on these videos, yeah, they always had the ability to cloak themselves, but now they're showing themselves. Those little tic tac vehicles are what I believe are these bullet trains. They have the ability to fly as well. Yeah. They also talk about the flying vehicles, and I showed you in Table Mountain myriads of flying vehicles. You see, so I have the receipts on the things that I have been shown over here in the motherland that they talk about, but they didn't have receipts on it. Or it was written about. Well, I have the receipts for these things. The Atlanteans are real. And there are some other things that Dolores Cannon spoke of. That's how I got the understanding. I didn't read any books. Even though I found the Atlantean technology and all of this magic, I didn't read any books. No, our Holy Mother has guided me through this mission. And the discovery of these real anomalies that we just don't have any idea about. She guided me to the motherland where all of these anomalies are appearing. Okay, now this is humanly impossible what I'm showing you right here. First of all, humans don't have access to inner earth. That's number one. We do not have the human resources, the material resources to create all of these electrical pathways made of bendable glass and trailways. We don't have the machine capabilities to pull all of these fiber optics. Yeah, and trailways. Yeah, and then you see all the magic underneath. We don't have access into inner earth. Yeah, so this was created by the Atlanteans for sure. Okay, so this video was during the time where scientists said that the core of the earth was going to spin backwards. They know about this great reset, y'all. They know about this great reset. Yeah, so they said that the core of the earth was going to, had started spinning backwards. First of all, like I said, that technology that the Most High has, that super technology of the Atlanteans, keep them from really knowing what's inside the earth, okay? So just look at this model right here. He's going to explain how they came up with this model.
Is at stake. Now, this report comes not from Hollywood. It comes from reputable scientists at Beijing University that analyze echoes. When an earthquake takes place, shock waves go reverberating around the inside of the earth. And by analyzing these echoes with computers, you can recreate a model of the inside of the earth.
So this was last year when they said that the core of the earth was going to start spinning backwards. Now he's telling you the sources where they got this model from some scientists, reputable scientists with some computers.
And sure enough, the core seems to be about to spin backwards.
Okay, but I read that this happens every 70 years, so we don't need to be alarmed?
That's right. The bad news is that we know very little about the core of the earth, very little about what's underneath our feet. The bad news is that we know very little about the core of the earth, very little about what's underneath our feet.
So this is where he's telling you. So he just made an explanation of how they came up with some kind of contraption to measure the earthquakes and the vibrations of the earthquakes to come up with some kind of model. And now he's telling you we know very little about what's underneath our feet. They're talking about the core of the earth is going to start spinning backwards. Yet they know very little about what's underneath our feet. That is why I do not rely upon this 3D knowledge. Most of it is bullshit. On the news, they'll tell you something. They'll say, scientists believe. And just because they put scientists in front of it, people want to believe it. So now here I have hardcore evidence of Atlantean technology that's right underneath our feet. And all the other things that I have discovered in the motherland that's underneath our feet that we were taught were myths or lore are actually realities when the scientists, they have no idea of what's underneath our feet.
The good news is probably there's nothing to worry about.
Okay, so now he's telling the world, the good news is there's probably nothing to worry about. There is a lot for people of Nineveh, especially, to worry about. Yes, these next level of judgments are going to come upon this earth. And you spies out there, y'all listening in, instead of you listening to the truth and repenting, you want to fight. Okay, so let's fight.
Don't need to be alarmed.
That's right. The bad news is that we know very little about the core of the earth, very little about what's underneath our feet. The good news is probably there's nothing to worry about, in the sense that roughly every 70 years or so, we're not sure,
So the scientists don't know what's beneath our feet, but STARSEED United, we know, and here's some of it. Yeah, created by the Atlanteans. All that I'm showing you is humanly impossible. And we don't see signs of humanity in this area either. Places that may look like humans are involved. Maybe, maybe not. I doubt it very seriously. Yeah, because one of my followers mentioned that they came from Algeria and the military keep them away from certain areas. Yeah, these governments know all about these things. I'm not the only one that know of these things. Yeah. And so they know that there's some places that are prohibited by humans. Yeah, and they keep them out. And then some people have disappeared from these areas, going places where they didn't have any business. Yep. So this is my receipts that the Atlanteans are very much alive. They're not extinct. They went over into the motherland. They went to the lands of Eden and they continued their work. That this is humanly impossible. We don't have the technology nor the resources to pull these electrical pathways or to create these trailways made of bendable glass. All of it is lit up. We don't have the capabilities to do that. Neither do we have the access into inner earth. We're just getting peeks in to verify the Atlanteans are real. Yeah, and these Atlanteans over here in Eden, yeah, they were not matrix minded. They served the Most High. They served under our Messiah, the King and God of this earth, our Black Messiah. That's who they pledged their allegiance to. Mother led me to Thoth the Atlantean because I hadn't heard of him before until later, in later years, I would see the images that they had of Thoth the Atlantean. But I knew very little about him. And Mother led me to the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And I'm telling you, every time I listen to the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, my magic is increased. Our kingdom is so powerful. Yeah, our enemies can do whatever they want to do at this time. Yes, it's of no consequence. They're going to try to fight the Most High. Really. They're really going to try to fight the Most High, Hashatan, and his kingdom. But let me tell you, their kingdom is so very weak right now. So very weak. They having a chance. I'm showing you Atlantean Technology right here. STARSEED United, we're known throughout the universe. That's why I don't worry about these YouTube people shadow banning my station. The Atlanteans, the whole universe is watching this channel. Yeah, because it was said that these things would appear. And so one of the tumblers, of this great reset, by me finding this Atlantean Technology, one of the tumblers tumbled. Yeah, and we're fastly approaching the great reset. Yeah, so all praises to the Most High if you resonated with this message. If you were once a foe and now you're seeing this, and all of these things are resonating in your heart that it is true, yeah, I would advise you to start doing your shadow work. And I would be falling on my face, pleading the Most High for forgiveness and a cleansing. Yeah, I would be pleading with him, and I would show all kindness to Hebrew Israelites, no matter who they are. I would be trying to put some good things on the other side of that justice scale concerning the people of the book. Yeah, I would be doing that. Yeah, any energy that's going against us now, it's going to backfire on you. I keep telling you that. YouTube. All of the energy, you guys are controlled by the ADL and all of that, and media, all of that. You keep putting energy against the chosen ones, it's going to come right back at you. Yeah, those technical angels are going to destroy your technology once and for all. We already claimed the airwaves, and you still would be defiant. Yeah. So anyway, keep it up. Keep it up. I salute you all for joining in this fight. It's all about resonation and being connected to the kingdom. And a special shout out to Yvonne Kane. Thank you again, sis. You're always thoughtful of the Hebrew Rose Jericho. Yes, that gives me love and light boost to know how much you care. Thank you for that gift of love, and may the Most High bless you 100-fold for whatever your heart's desire. Abracadabra. So that is the download and the receipts that I have for you today. Our kingdom is very magical. The Atlanteans are not extinct. They've been very, very busy in the motherland. Yes, all praises to the Most High. Okay, you guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share all of this good news. Doesn't it feel good to fight back? STARSEED United forever. STARSEED for life. Yes, hallelujah. Thank you so much for your kind support of this station. Yes, all your gifts of love. May the Most High bless you 100-fold for whatever your heart's desire. Abracadabra. Okay, until the next judgment news, your big sister, the Hebrew Widow, the Hebrew Rose, Jericho out. Shalom.